So it seems that every drop of precipitation that falls on the Lake George Basin eventually drains into the lake. Now, this is according to the Fund for Lake George, the Jefferson Project at Bolt Landing, New York, and let's see, the University of Iowa Sustainability Program at Ames, Iowa, and the Albany Times-Union. Every drop of precipitation that falls in the Lake George Basin ultimately drains into the lake. Now, here's some of their other claims that Lake George is polluted with caffeine and Splenda, along with every drop of sewage that's discharged into the groundwater in the Lake George Basin. All the sewage, like all the raindrops that fall in the Lake George Basin, eventually drain into the lake. Now, that one's for the Lake George Association and their attorney, Tom West, and the director of the Lake George Wild Forest there, the Lake George Park Commission, and Basil Sagos over at New York State DEC. And I want the New York State Health Department to take notes. Every drop of precipitation that falls in the Lake George Basin ultimately drains into the lake, like all that caffeine and Splenda, because everybody knows that Lake George has a latte pollution problem. You can't make this shit up, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make this shit up. All the sewage, the septic tanks, all the chipmunk and squirrel, and red tide, the red tide from the bear shit that falls in the Lake George Basin ultimately drains into the lake. There you go, Tom West. And to my old friends, the Masons and the Meads, and all the McLaughlins, remember one thing. Old Judson, he doesn't miss a trick.